Wan Jing is due next month. Let her have your 80,000 yuan postpartum care package. Exactly, Wan. Mom's just looking out for me. Ming Hao and I are broke. We could never afford a place that nice. But you're an executive at a multinational. You won't miss the money. Mom, I booked that package for myself. The doctor said my baby isn't positioned properly. Oh, please, we're family. What's yours is ours. I've already spoken to the postpartum care center. This isn't up for discussion. Hello, International Postpartum Care Center. How may I help you? Hi, this is Lin Wan. I'd like to cancel every reservation under my name. Yes, the fully prepaid 88,000 yuan package. Certainly, Ms. Lin. Your cancellation is complete and the payment will be refunded within 3 business days. Thank you. Lin Wan, have you lost your mind? How dare you cancel it? It took me forever to arrange the transfer to Jing. My money, my package, and you gave it away without asking me? How could you do this to me? We're family. Are you trying to humiliate me? Can't you stand seeing me happy? I can't stand seeing you happy? Li Jing, you live in the home I bought and use everything I paid for. Now you're even trying to steal the postpartum package I bought for myself. So tell me, who can't stand seeing whom happy? What's going on? Mom, Jing, what did you do to make Wan so angry? Ming Yuan, look at the wife you married. I kindly gave her package to your sister-in-law and she canceled it without a word. She did it just to embarrass me. Ming Yuan, I didn't mean any harm. I thought Wan would agree. Wan, what's the big deal? Mom meant well. We're family, we share everything. Just book another package. Zhou Ming Yuan, you think anything I buy with my hard-earned money should automatically go to someone else? Come on, we're family. Why keep score? That was when I finally understood. Trying to reason with a pack of thieves is the dumbest thing you can do. Soon I'll be checking into the city's most luxurious postpartum care center and living like a queen. So grateful for my mother-in-law and sister-in-law. Perfect. Posted. Wow, Jing, you're so lucky. That place costs over 100,000 yuan a month. Your in-laws are amazing. She's still playing queen on social media. The real show hasn't even started. What exactly did you do? Jing is crying outside the postpartum center. They won't let her in. Why won't they let her in? They said the reservation was canceled. To check in now, she has to pay a 40,000 yuan deposit. Didn't you already pay? Then why is there a deposit? What deposit? Lin Wan did this on purpose. Ming Yuan, make her pay it right now. Zhou Ming Yuan, I told all of you 3 days ago that I canceled the package. You refused to believe me and went there to humiliate yourselves. That's on you, and the deposit has nothing to do with me. Whoever wants the room can pay for it. Lin Wan, what kind of game are you playing? Do you only feel happy when our family looks ridiculous? Do you know how badly Jing was humiliated in front of everyone today, you heartless woman? Wan, I never knew you were this cruel. Jing is pregnant. What if all this stress harms the baby? They thought this was a courtroom, and I was on trial. What they didn't know was that the moment that red light came on, every word they said became evidence. Mom, I'll ask you one more time. Did you discuss transferring my package with me? Discuss it with you? You're my son's wife. Your belongings are his, which means they belong to the Zhou family. Why should I ask permission from an outsider before using my family's property? Fine, an outsider. Zhou Ming Yuan, this is the family you chose? One, stop making a scene. We're family. Why are you recording us? Zhou Ming Yuan, don't touch me. Answer one question. Should everything I buy with my hard-earned money simply be taken from me? Mom meant well. Stop making such a big deal out of it. Meant well? You call it kindness while robbing me blind. Zhou Ming Yuan, you and your family have truly opened my eyes. Wan, are you asleep? Mom, don't be angry. You know how Wan is. She'll get over it in a couple of days. I already gave Ming Hao that 100,000 yuan, didn't I? Let him use it for now. I'll handle Wan, so don't worry. I've spoiled her for too long. This time she'll learn who really runs this house. I kept 100,000 yuan in the study safe for emergencies. Only he and I knew the combination. Every last bill was gone. I'd installed hidden cameras in the study and living room for safety during my pregnancy, and to keep an eye on the housekeeper. I needed to see yesterday's footage, so it was you. Zhou Ming Yuan, from this day forward, the only thing left between us is a reckoning. Honey, tired today? Try this. The new durian crepe cake from your favorite bakery. Zhou Ming Yuan, did you take the 100,000 yuan from the safe in my study? Oh, that money? The company needed emergency cash for a project, so I borrowed it for a few days. I forgot to mention it. I'll return it soon. The lies came so naturally to him, delivered with absolute confidence. You've been working so hard, honey. The company comes first. There's no rush to pay it back. My wife is always so understanding. He thought I was still the old Lin Wan, the woman he could win over with a few sweet words. He had no idea that from this moment on I made the rules. Jing, I have a few legal questions. How is property divided in a divorce? And what counts as hiding or transferring marital assets? Wan, whatever you decide, I'll support you, but you need solid evidence. I've been collecting it for a while. I'm not the fool who still believes in this marriage. I'm here to collect what they owe me. Zhou Ming Yuan, Zhang Guifan, Li Jing, your reckoning is coming sooner than you think. Lin Wan, Jing has been upset lately, and the stress isn't good for her pregnancy. I thought she'd stay here. Your place is big and peaceful, and I can look after her more easily. Sorry to trouble you, Wan. The doctor said I need peace and quiet, and our place is too noisy. Mom, why did you all show up without telling me? What? I need permission to stay at my son's house? Lin Wan, is that how you address Ming Yuan now? You won't even call me Mom anymore? Mom, I didn't even say anything. Enough, Wan. Mom is only thinking about the baby. Just be patient with her. Mom's right. We have plenty of rooms. Stay as long as you like. They had no idea. The higher they climbed, the harder they would fall. Why waste such a fancy room on a girl? I'm sure Jing is carrying a big, healthy boy. From now on, this room belongs to my precious grandson. Exactly. Mom always treats me best. Wan, I'm craving that imported bird's nest soup of yours. Make me a bowl. Sure, I'll make it now. Oh, and my legs are swollen. Come massage them first, then go downstairs and buy me some premium cherries, the freshest ones. Wan, you're on maternity leave with nothing else to do, so take good care of Jing. After she gives birth, we'll make it up to you. Make it up to me. They treated me like an unpaid maid and expected gratitude. From that day on, I became the perfect daughter-in-law. Bird's nest soup, sea cucumber, abalone, whatever they asked for, I never said no. Wan, another bowl. See? I told you. Wan talks tough, but she's soft-hearted and knows how to behave. My generosity made them drop their guard completely. They thought they finally had me under their thumb. My eldest daughter-in-law is unbelievably devoted. Every day, she serves bird's nest soup and sea cucumber and keeps her sister-in-law healthy and well-fed. I'm truly blessed. Mom, after the baby comes, can my postpartum nanny move in too? Wan has so many rooms, they're just sitting empty anyway. Of course, we're family. There's no yours and mine. What a thoughtful idea. Inside my home, they happily planned a beautiful future that belonged entirely to them. Jing, the deed is in my name alone, and I paid for the house in full before marriage. Can we prove that? Yes, it's your separate premarital property. He isn't entitled to a cent. Wan, what matters now are bank statements, transfer records, videos, audio recordings, and screenshots of every payment. Every boast they posted in the family group chat, I saved every single one, backed everything up, and had the evidence notarized. Move it all. Clear this room out for my precious grandson. Mom, slow down. They didn't know that, out of sight, I was slowly pulling the foundation out from under their dream. Hello, I'd like to sell my home, the one I'm living in now. Don't worry, Ms. Lin. With this location and floor plan, I guarantee we'll find the right buyer. Wan, turn the air conditioning down another 2 degrees. Jing is hot. Sure. They moved my furniture and planned how to use my rooms while I quietly pulled the entire house out from under them. Ms. Lin, the buyer is paying in full and wants to close as soon as possible. They've accepted all your terms. We love the house. The money can be transferred anytime. My signature was on the contract, and several million yuan would soon hit my account. I felt nothing. Thank you. Please complete the remaining paperwork as quickly as possible. This was no longer my home. The moment they took the first thing from me, it became nothing but a house, and a house could be sold. Ming Yuan, I had a prenatal checkup today. The results weren't good. How could that happen? Is it serious? I'll take you to the hospital right now. No, I've already called a car. You have relatives coming tomorrow and they need you at home. All right, message me when you arrive and call if you need anything. He didn't even insist once that he'd come with me. That was the answer I needed. Tomorrow, they'd be welcoming relatives and showing off over drinks. I'd be handing over the house. This was my final night in that house. Honey, rest at the hospital and focus on the baby. I've got everything at home, don't worry. I looked at his face, dripping with fake concern. Of course I wasn't worried. After tomorrow, this so-called home would have nothing to do with him ever again. I left. That final glance wasn't a farewell to the house. It was goodbye to the Lin Wan who once believed she had a home. Take me to the hotel. By the time they realized something was wrong, it would be too late. I never went to the hospital. I checked into a hotel I'd booked in advance. For the first time in months, I slept peacefully. Jing, everything is ready. Wan, are you absolutely sure? Once you take this step, there's no turning back. The moment he stole that 100,000 yuan and let his family move into my home, turning back stopped being an option. All right, we'll proceed as planned. Baby, mommy is taking you home. The sale was moving forward, the payment was on its way, and my lawyer had the evidence. Meanwhile, everyone in that house was still waiting for me to make their bird's nest soup. Ms. Lin, all the paperwork is complete. The full payment, several million yuan, hit my account. The new owner would arrive to take possession any minute. Chu Ming Yuan, Zhang Guifan, Zhu Minghao, Li Jing, and every last Zhou relative. Block them all. From that second on, not one sound from any of them could reach my world. Now all I had to do was wait for 3 o'clock. Ha 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 ha! Oh my! Come in, make yourselves at home. Xing is so lucky. The baby's not even here and she already lives in a gorgeous house like this. Exactly! That baby is going to be born with a silver spoon in its mouth. Someone's here. Who could it be? They're awfully late. Who are you looking for? Hello, I'm the new owner of this house. Under the contract, I officially take possession at 3 o'clock today, so every one of you needs to leave my property immediately. What nonsense are you talking about? This is my son's home. You think you can wave some fake papers around and scam us? Get out! It seems this woman doesn't understand simple words. In that case, we'll have to escort all of you out our way. What are you doing? Have you all lost your minds? You dare lay hands on things in my home? This is outrageous. They're breaking into someone's house and stealing everything. Somebody help! She'd used that routine for most of her life, and it always worked. Too bad I wasn't the one standing at the door today. Hello, is this the police? Someone has illegally moved into the house I just bought, and they're refusing to leave. Could you please come handle this? Is this for real? Ma'am, I've still got something simmering on the stove. I've got to run. Who exactly are you? This house belongs to my sister-in-law. There's no way she'd sell it. Your sister-in-law? You mean Ms. Lin Wan, right? The signed contract is right here, and I've paid the full price. This house belongs to Wang now, not Li, and definitely not Zhou. You have 30 minutes to get your things out. Otherwise, don't blame us if we treat them like trash. Officer, the deed, contract, and bank transfer records are all here. Ma'am, this was a legal sale. Mr. Wang now owns this house, so you need to leave immediately. I'm not leaving! I'd like to see anyone try to lay a finger on me. You're all in on this together. Throw all their stuff out. Stop, you bunch of thieves. That's my stuff, don't touch it! Bro, get back here. Everything's gone crazy. They're throwing all our stuff outside. What do you think you're doing? Look carefully. Ms. Lin Wan sold me this house in a legal transaction. Now take your family and get out of my house immediately. The number you have dialed is currently unavailable. When pick up the phone. Finish inventorying their belongings, then escort them out. If you object, take it to court. This is outrageous. She sold the house and threw her own mother-in-law onto the street. Everyone, come judge this for yourselves. Isn't she the woman who kept pestering her son about the apartment downstairs? I heard the house was never her son's to begin with. His wife bought it before they were even married. While they were busy planning their future in my home, they never imagined they'd one day end up sitting outside the building like this. They became the biggest joke in the entire neighborhood. Meanwhile, I was sipping afternoon tea at the top of the city. Wan, I sent you photos from the scene. There's a whole crowd downstairs. In the photos, Zhang Guiping sat on a pile of luggage, hair everywhere and makeup streaked from crying, looking completely unhinged. Li Jing covered her face, her shoulders shaking nonstop. The house was only the appetizer. Zhou Mingyuan, the main course hasn't even been served yet. I had Jing arrange this hospital room in advance. If you're putting on a show, commit to the whole performance. Lin Wan, why would you do this? Why did you sell the house? Do you have any idea how badly you humiliated our family yesterday? Your family's reputation. Zhou Mingyuan, answer me first. Was that house ever yours? We're married. Do married couples really need to divide everything so clearly? Yes. The moment you opened my safe, everything needed to be divided clearly. He thought I knew nothing. What he didn't know was that I'd been waiting for him to ask that exact question. Why are you shouting? Do you want the whole floor to hear, or do you honestly think you still have the right to yell at me? Your family got thrown out. What's that got to do with me? Wasn't it my house? It's my property. I can sell it whenever I want. Why would I need your permission? Your house? Lin Wan, don't forget we're married. That's marital property and half the sale money belongs to me. Marital property? After all these years of marriage, do you really have to be this ruthless? Did you ever think about my feelings or my parents' dignity? Our marriage? When you stole $100,000 from my safe and gave it to your brother, why weren't you talking about our marriage then? His mouth hung open, but not a word came out. He finally realized I wasn't guessing. I knew everything. You installed a camera? An outsider really thinks she runs this family. Her belongings belong to the Zhou family too, don't they? When you let your mother and sister-in-law move in like they owned the place and empty the nursery I decorated piece by piece, did any of you care about my dignity? When your mother forced me to give my Y80,000 postpartum care package to your sister-in-law, did any of you show me the slightest loyalty? Lin Wan, you set me up. Xu Mingyuan, sign it. We can part peacefully and owe each other nothing. For the sake of what we once had, I'll let you keep some dignity. Otherwise, I have no problem sending these videos and recordings to your entire company's internal mailing list. He stared at the agreement, then at my cold, unfamiliar face. Maybe for the first time he realized I was no longer the Lin Wan he thought he knew. Sign or don't. Zhou Mingyuan, those are your only two choices now, and neither path ends with me. I thought the circus was finally over. But I'd still underestimated Zhang Guiping's shamelessness and her talent for making a scene. Move! I want to see my daughter-in-law. Everyone, come see this and judge for yourselves. Lin Wan sold the house behind our backs, and now she wants to divorce my son. Exactly. Everyone, my sister-in-law has gone way too far. My brother treated her so well, but she kept all the house money and left us with nowhere to live. Good grief, women these days. Such a pretty young woman, how can she be so heartless? Ms. Lin, I'll go out there and tell everyone the truth. How can they twist the story like this? Ma'am, don't waste your breath on them. It won't work. I'd expected every bit of this. Normal tactics don't work on shameless people. Reason with them, and they play dirty. Trade insults, and you only drag yourself down to their level. There was only one solution. Fight fire with fire. Hello, Reporter Wang. This is Lin Wan. Things are getting lively outside my hospital room. Your exclusive story just arrived. An audience was exactly what they wanted. Reporter, you have to help us. My daughter-in-law sold the house and now our entire family is homeless. My sister-in-law is absolutely heartless. Come in. Hello, Reporter Wang. Want the truth? I have it. It started with an Y80,000 postpartum care package that I paid for myself. My mother-in-law forcibly transferred it into my sister-in-law's name. After I canceled it, the entire family sat in the living room and put me on trial. An outsider really thinks she runs this family. Her belongings belong to the Zhou family too, don't they? This footage shows my husband, Zhou Mingyuan, sneaking into my study and stealing $100,000 in emergency cash. HD footage, complete timestamps. They stole my money and took over my home. Now they're outside calling me evil. Tell me, is there any lie more vicious than that? Ms. Lin, may we have permission to use all of this material? You may use everything. Mrs. Zhang, would you care to respond about the house, the postpartum care package, and the Y100,000 in cash? Well... Oh my God, the accusers were the real thieves. They stole her money, took over her home, then smeared her, and her husband stole his own wife's emergency cash for his brother. What a complete scumbag. That report aired that night on local television and online platforms. This time, I was the one standing in the light. Isn't that his apartment complex? The name matches. Even pixelated, you can still tell it's them. Their faces and voices were altered for privacy, but his coworkers, neighbors, and relatives recognized them instantly. The company was publicly traded and couldn't risk damage to its reputation. Under its employee code of conduct, management decided. Within days, he was officially fired. The company spared you by not calling the police. Your award eligibility and year-end bonus are canceled. Go home and think about what you've done. The Zhou family became public enemy number one. With no job and no one willing to hire him, and the Y100,000 already handed to his brother, his income vanished, his savings ran dry, and he quickly fell apart. Wan, I was wrong. I was so wrong. I made a terrible mistake because I wasn't thinking straight. Wan, please forgive me just this once. For the sake of our marriage and our child, put out a statement clearing my name. Say it was all a misunderstanding or my whole life is over. I can't find a job. I'll tell you one last thing. After this baby is born, the child will take my last name, Lin. Neither you nor the Zhou family will have any place in this child's life. Drive. The car pulled away, leaving his pathetic, ridiculous figure far behind. From that moment on, The name Zhou Mingyuan no longer existed in my life. After an exhausting labor, Li Jing gave birth to a daughter. It's a girl. For Zhang Guiping, every hope and fantasy shattered at once. Mom, can I have some hot water? Get it yourself. Take care of her during postpartum recovery? Not a chance. Forget making soup. She couldn't even be bothered to offer a kind look. Mom, I want fish soup with herbs to help my milk come in. And the hospital food is awful. Could you buy me some porridge outside? After I'd pampered her with good food and constant care for so long, she'd developed a full-blown princess complex. All you do is ask for food. You think you're still the family's precious golden girl? If you weren't born a princess, drop the princess attitude. Eat what's there or go hungry. I gave birth to a child for the Zhou family. How did I end up like this? You gave us a girl and you still think you can complain? I've got things to do, so I'm heading home. You'll have to manage on your own. Wan, you should see her now. It's awful. She cries every day and fights with her mother-in-law. A nurse told me she's close to postpartum depression. Honestly, if she'd behaved herself back then, she'd be relaxing in your Y80,000 postpartum recovery center right now. She brought this on herself. She chose this road herself. I booked a new top-tier postpartum suite for Y120,000. Ms. Lin, the baby just ate and is doing great. A nutritionist plans 6 meals a day and you have one-on-one care around the clock. Outside was the city's most beautiful river view. In my arms was everything that was truly mine. The one thing I'd risked my life to protect. Ms. Lin, you're recovering faster than expected. We can add another 30 minutes of rehabilitation today. Okay. Once the house payment arrived, I split it 3 ways as you requested. 1 term deposit, 1 conservative investment portfolio, and the rest in cash for easy access. As for the Zhou family, they sent 3 relatives to dig for your address. I blocked them all. Last week, Zhang Guiping tried to get the media to rewrite the story, but they hung up on her. We have all the evidence. Who would touch that mess? Wan, you look almost suspiciously healthy. Because I finally started living my own life. Ha ha ha. The day I left the postpartum recovery center was bright and sunny. My new home was across the river. 140 square meters, sunlight from 3 sides, and a terrace of more than 20 square meters. I chose the home alone, signed every paper alone, and handled the transfer alone. From beginning to end, the only name on it was Lin Wan. When I watered the plants at dawn, the earthy scent of soil mixed with cool mint and woke me instantly. Where should we go for the long weekend? I'll take time off. At 32, I thought I'd lost a family. Later, I understood. I'd simply removed, one by one, the people who had been stealing my life. It's okay if night falls a little later. It's okay if you wake up a little later. As long as you're still willing to open your eyes, the light will always be waiting.